Okay, I can't really get this to sit up quite where I want it to, guys. How are we all today? Maybe if I try it with that. No, it's going to knock that over, isn't it? Okay, maybe if we try this. Okay. Well, that didn't work either. Oh dear. I actually want to show you guys. I'm going to have a play with... well, my phone just doesn't want to stay up there. I'm actually going to have a play with some of the polymer gels that they've been talking about everywhere, okay? So I'm actually going to try, because I broke one of my nails this morning when I was taking my acrylic off. I'm actually going to try and do it with an extension tip, which they say you can do. Okay, and then you cure it, and when that's dry you take the extension tip off and then you just do your light filing, okay? So this is not a very expensive brand, just be warned, so I'm not sure how well this is going to work. Not so great at doing my own, probably should be doing it on somebody else, but that's okay. Alright, so, and like I said, I've actually got a couple of nails that I've actually broken or need to take the length out of to try and get them back to somewhat being the right shape. Now, I'm not a fan of having tips on my own nails for me anymore. I used to be. But my nails naturally, they grow quite quickly, naturally. However, in saying that, they are, while they grow very quickly, I'm just trying to ascertain how far down I want to take the nail. They're very weak, okay? Now, some people would say that's because I've been doing my nails with acrylic for years and having them done for years. That isn't true. It does, however, anything you do to your natural nail is going to weaken it, okay? So let's be honest about that up front. There's no need not to be, I don't think, really. Okay, so they say to use this gel, you need some alcohol, okay, basically, or acetone wouldn't work. But basically what they're saying you actually do with this tip is that you put the gel in there, then when I've lost it, where'd it go? Because they're clear, I can't see them, see, old. Then you stick it to your nail and then you cure it, okay? So hopefully I've got this about the right length. Now, after having a bit of a play with this the other day on a girlfriend of mine, now I did actually use the forms the other day, which I've never used them before either, to be quite honest. So that made for an interesting experiment. Now you do need something metal to slice it with. I did think it came with a slicer when I brought it, apparently not. Okay, and my brush is probably not so great today now either after it's dried out a bit. Okay, now they do say you don't need a lot of the liquid to be able to, and I know you can't see this and it's clear, the one I'm using, so that's going to make it even a little more difficult for people to see what I'm doing, I know that. But I know when I used it with the forms the other day, this was quite manageable as compared to using the old version of acrylic and some other hard gels, because it pretty much stays put, okay, until you cure it. There's no dripping with it. There's, except it's going to stick to my finger. You know, I don't think I've got quite enough on there. So this will be interesting to see if I can actually make this work and see if I can get it to stick on. I am a big fan of the dipping system for acrylic. Huge fan of it, particularly if I'm doing my own nails, because it is just so simple to do. Okay, so now this is the clear colour. Okay, so I'm obviously going to put some nail polish over the top of this. Okay, when I've cured it, so I'm actually going to try and do one nail, and then you'll see, maybe we'll get an idea of how it works out. Okay, now this possibly would have been easier to do if I had been using one of the pretty coloured gels, polymer gels. Now I believe, no, that's not going to really work for me, I don't think. Maybe. And I can tell you I've probably made that nail far too long for me, okay? So, it's on, okay? This process could take a while because it actually says you have to cure it for 3 minutes before you take it off. So, you've got a coffee on the bench, babe. Okay, I'm now sticking my nail under the LED lamp.
What are you talking to like that?
I'm doing a live. Sorry. So it happens, you don't tell people what you're doing and they ask questions, but that's okay, that's life. And that's what it's all about. So I'm actually curing this to get it to harden up and to set. Now, normally with this you can actually do your whole hand and then come back and cure it. But because I'm actually wanting to show you whether this works or not, okay, for me, we're going to do one nail and then I will come back and do the rest when I'm done with my video, okay? Now, just so people know that are watching, I am actually crazy hair and all. I am actually a qualified nail tech here in Australia. And I was quite interested in this product when it came out, because I think there will be a lot of people that will like it and probably want to use it. Now, it is a soak-off product, so for nail techs that might be watching, I guess it's much of a muchness whether you have to wait for the soak-off product to work or whether you want to file acrylic off, or what your clients are happy to do. You know, I'm not a big fan of using an electric drill. Just can't make my peace with it. You know, and it always worries me that, you know, I might burn people's nails with them. So I don't tend to use them. But we'll give this a go and we'll see how well it works. So, and then I'm going to actually try and actually just do an overlay over some of my own nails, which will be a bit hard on my right hand. But that's because I'm right-handed. So, you know, doing the right hand is always a little bit more difficult. Now, like I said, under normal circumstances, this I would be doing all 4 fingers and then curing them and coming back. But while that's curing, I would be doing the other hand for a client. So it wouldn't be as time consuming, I guess. So my husband's picking on me. Yeah, love of my life, right? So I'm about to, this is almost done curing, so we're going to see how we go. And we're going to shape and file it, and then I'm going to put some colour on it and see how we go. So it'll be interesting to see how long it stays on for me doing it this way. I'm quite used to getting 3 to 4 weeks out of my dipping products, which are acrylic based. So now it just says you just no, that did not work for me. Okay, so there we have it. That did not work for me. Okay, so I guess I will have to try it. It has cured on my nail a little bit, but the extension didn't work. Okay, not quite sure why that is. I will have to have a bit more of a practice with that, but that's my review for today. So maybe I will go back to using my dipping system for today and try it on somebody else and see how we go. Okay, have a great day, guys. So that was my review of the polymer gel with the form, with the normal tip extension. Didn't really work for me, okay? So could be the fact that it's an inferior quality product. It could be just the fact that I don't know what I'm doing with it, even though I've read all the instructions. Let me know, guys, what you think. But that's my review for today. So I'm actually going to have to work out what I'm going to do with that finger now, because it needs a bit of length in it. So yeah, there you go. So I'm going to have to get the glue out and glue some tips on and file them back down, which is so annoying. Okay, all right, I love you guys. I will talk to you all soon. Have a great day.